Let's talk 4 reasons why slowing down after a full high-performing career feels so uncomfortable. Let's get into it. First point is your nervous system is trained for urgency. You have been a high-performing, get it done, go-getter, decision maker. After working for 20 plus years in a career as a high performing woman, you are all about that business. You are all about getting it done. You are all about meeting deadlines. You are all about making it happen. And after a long career in these high performing roles, you tend to feel like I can't slow down. I can't stop because this is what I'm used to doing. My body is used to doing this. And slowing down triggers discomfort. It makes you feel like I'm stagnant. I'm going to be left behind. I just have to keep doing. I have to be on. Your body equates that movement with safety, with productivity. And slowing down can trigger discomfort because your body is not used to the neutrality. It is used to just being busy and going and doing and being the decision maker. It is used to being mentally stimulating. All you know is pressure, deadlines, and deliverables. And discomfort does not mean that you're failing. It just means you're recalibrating. And that is what we want to do now so that we can be prepared for our second life. You don't want to go into your second life still on 10 because you have not taught your body or told your body that it's okay to stand down a bit. It needs to have a little discomfort because we are shifting our mindset. We are shifting how we do things. We're shifting how we're moving in our second life. And we need to start that now so that once we get there, we are there. The second point is we confuse stillness with stagnation. And just because you are not doing the most, you're not on the go and you're not the decision maker and you are just being still, that does not mean life is over. It does not mean that you are not valued. It does not mean that you are not still on. Once again, recalibrating means that you are determining what you're going to give the time and energy to. And when you're not giving the time and energy to certain things, stillness can be comfortable. Stillness can be received. Stillness can be a necessity. We are so used to high performance cultures where progress is visible, it is measurable, it is all of the things. But when you slow down, there's nothing to really show for it. And I can totally understand that. It can feel like you're falling behind. Stillness is not a lack of growth. It is the enhancement of clarity. That is what we need in our second life. So we want to start getting clear now. These are the times where clarity, discernment, and long-term alignment are formed. The third point is your identity has been built around productivity. For years, your worth has been seen. You have been valued. You have produced. You have delivered. Your productivity has been reinforced by what you have produced, the outcomes, the money, the visual appeal, all of the things, the titles being needed. But slowing down requires you to go a little bit deeper. It requires you now to think about, with intention, what is it that I need to give time and attention to? How do I want to be productive? How do I want to see myself in my second life? Who am I when I'm not producing? Who am I when I'm not on? Who am I when I'm not the decision maker? Who am I when I'm not the one that people are depending on? Discomfort is an identity shift, not a motivation problem. We know you can do, we know you can be, we know you can deliver. That is not the problem here. This takes me to my fourth point. Slowing down creates space for unanswered questions. And I know we don't want to sit with that space. We don't want to have to think deeper or dive deeper into who we really are, what we want to do, what we want to be, aside from the careers that we've been in for the last 20 something years, aside from being needed, aside for being in demand. We don't want to sit with that discomfort of having to do that work all over again, because busyness often acts as a buffer against reflection. And this is the time we want to reflect. We want to go deep. We need to go deep. You actually slow down. You are face to face with the question of, what is your purpose? What do you want to do? Who are you? What do you want to deliver? What do you want to serve? Who do you want to serve? And what's next? These are questions that we actually need to be thinking about. We actually need to answer right now, especially as we think about our second lives and as we plan and move into our second life. So get uncomfortable with the uncomfortable, okay? Start now with the planning, the thinking, diving deeper into the questions that we need to have answered. Now is the time to actually build a solid strategy, a solid plan, in understanding that slowing down will not mean that you are no longer a value add. You are absolutely a value add to the most important person, which is you. So I hope this has been helpful, and I hope that if you are diving into the Second Life Planning Guide, that you are moving through some of these unanswered questions, and you are getting some insight on what your purpose is and what you plan to do in your second life. What is your passion? What do you want to gain? Who do you want to serve? Like, there's so many things that is very important for you to think about, because you don't want to step into your second life without a plan, without an idea, without an understanding of what it's going to look like for you every single day in your second life. You don't want to be figuring it out once you get there. So let's take the time now to dive in deep, get uncomfortable, answer the questions, and think about who you are going to be in your second life. And I hope, like I said, that this has been helpful. I hope this has provoked some thoughts and it pushes you to go deeper. So let's take some time now to do that. And if you are enjoying this series so far, don't forget to catch up on previous episodes, and let's continue to dive in to our second life planning. Tag up someone that you think may want to be here with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me some comments and feedback as to how you're loving the series, where you are in your second life planning, and if this has been helpful, and what are you thinking about next? What questions do you need to have answered? Where can I serve you? So until next time, bye.